Right, hello.
All right. Well, thank you and welcome everybody around the world. RJ and I are really pleased to be working with Prife. They are a great company and Victor's been a 10. So I got to tell you, we are manufacturers. And if I can get RJ to share his screen, we're going to show you an amazing product right now that you're going to love. We are a health and wellness company and we're a manufacturer in the US. And one of the neat things about us is we are US manufacturers. We hold 6 US patents. And today we're going to introduce you to our #1 product that goes with your #1 product. And it's an amazing product. It's called the EMF Shield. And we're also going to introduce you to my favorite product, Renew. So without further ado, Arj, let's flip it and see what we got here. This is a quick introduction about us, your manufacturer for these products. So let's hear it, Arj.
Good health is not something we can buy, but something we can improve. For decades, people have searched the answers to many questions regarding our health and improving it. Do you want to have the ability to live life to the fullest? Are you interested in sleeping better at night and having more energy during the day in a natural, healthy way? What if there was a revolutionary technology that could change your life? A technology that slows the aging process of fruits, vegetables, and breads, and also assists the body in offsetting the harmful effects of electromagnetic fields and more? We introduce Nature's Frequencies, an award-winning company that manufactures innovative health and wellness products under 6 US patents with natural health and wellness solutions that assists with balancing and harmonizing the body. But how do we do this? We combine knowledge from the East with technology from the West. As far back as 6000 BC, the Chinese have believed that the body has an optimal energy flow. When this flow is disrupted, it manifests negatively by stimulating specific points on the body. The body is encouraged to correct itself. We fast forward to the 19th century, a period of exciting scientific progress in the West. During this time, Nikola Tesla was a genius before his time. This Serbian-American inventor, engineer, and physicist confirmed the existence of scalar waves. Scalar waves are composed of pure zero-point energy. This gives them the ability to store data in a substrate. But something must be able to hold the data. Enter Dennis Gabor, who in 1971 won the Nobel Prize for his invention and development of the holographic method. Holography can be used to store information inside crystals. And this knowledge is combined today to help you have better health and life. When applied to the body, the unique energy field signatures of Nature's Frequencies products correct and harmonize your body's frequency to optimize your body's energy flow. When the body's energy flow is restored and harmonized, the health of the body is naturally realigned. All of this has been developed by a family company with big plans for the future. Visit our website, www.naturesfrequencies.com, to take care of your precious health with Nature's Frequencies. Inspired by Tesla, patented by us.
All right. Thanks, Arj. One of today's, well, first, a little bit about us. We've been manufacturing for 10 years, and we started first 6 or 7 only selling through doctors in the United States and around the world. But since then, after 10 years, we have won 14 major industry awards, including the Gold Medal Edison Award, which is pretty spectacular. That's right. We hold 6 USA patents, which some of these are filed like 10 years ago. These are tough to get. These are patented. So we hold them. They're updated and they're amazing because we launched this technology light years before everyone was talking about it. So we are ahead of the curve. In the United States, we've been live. RJ was live on Fox News TV. We've also been in USA Today featured, and it's been an amazing product, all of ours. But this one, today, your body is energy, and every day it's bombarded by stressors. And EMF is a huge stressor to the body. And studies have shown, cell phones and electrical devices are linked to headaches, stress, fatigue. There's a lot of issues because it disrupts your body. Your body is energy. and it has a current that goes through it, whether you like it or not. We're all energy. So the EMF can disrupt it. So we've invented and patented a product called the EMF shield. And what's important is we've programmed it to offset the negative effects of the electromagnetic field from a mobile electronic device and just about any device. What's big about that is that quote is accepted by the US government. It is in our US patent, and nobody else on the planet can claim that. We are the manufacturers of this. We have sold millions of the EMF shield. Approximately, there's 8 billion people in the planet. How many cell phones? 14 billion. Is there a problem with cell phones? Yes. There's over 500 studies that show publications that there's a concern. Well, cell phone people don't want to admit it, but it's a problem. So we are accepted by the US government, and that is our patent number, 10,022,517. It is programmed to offset the negative effects of electromagnetic field. So instead of your body stressing from cell phones, you can achieve and maintain optimal health and vitality. Again, there is no other manufacturer in the world that can say this. We can, because we are the manufacturers. Now, we've been tested in a lab, and your head goes up 1.5 degrees on average on a 3-minute call. That's not good. Your body's not supposed to go up. With our EMF shield, it goes up 0.08. That's a 94% difference. That is huge. Yeah, that's right, Arch. This is a lab test, and it's huge. So the difference is amazing. Why is your body increasing? Why is it? It's stress to the body. And if your body is stressed, it's not working well. People wanted to know why thermography tests are used for cell phones. Well, your cell phone emits a frequency that the body recognizes, and it's not natural. It doesn't like it. It disrupts the body. So it goes into fight or flight mode. It sends blood to your head and your hand. That's why your hand gets hot. The blood is disrupted by the cell phone frequencies and gets coagulated, and it won't pass through the capillaries. It gets strung up, so it doesn't go through. The body recognizes it's a problem, so it sends more blood. That's what a body does. It fight or flight. Blood continues to coagulate, head gets hot. Not good for you. And a 1.5 degree rise in temperature in 3 minutes is just not beneficial for anybody, anywhere, any part of your body. It's not supposed to happen. It means you have a stress. It's a disruption. Now, one of the neatest things about us is we got tested in live TV in Australia. We didn't know this. Like, somebody took Australia loves to, see if things work. So somebody sent our EMF shield to a TV, and they tested it on live TV in Australia. And again, we were just passengers of this shit.
We didn't know this was happening.
Right. We didn't even know. So anyways, you got to see the video because it really explains, a little bit about the EMF shield and cell phones. Maybe you'll see the video.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the program. Well, we live in a high-tech world, and the signals that are around us, while out of sight, might be messing with our minds. While the mobile phone debate surrounding their effect on our health continues to rage, companies are coming up with all sorts of devices and gadgets to combat the ill effects, if there are any. A phone micro shield promising protection has now arrived in Adelaide, so we put it to the test.
Our energy isn't designed to be bombarded with all this electromagnetic radiation every day.
If we could see all the electromagnetic fields around us, we'd be quite frightened.
We're surrounded in signals.
I think it's the root cause of a lot of cancers.
3G, 4G, now 5G is coming to a suburb near you.
It is a big health issue, and it's only going to get worse.
The big telcos will tell you there's nothing to see here.
It's a bit like the cigarette companies saying that tobacco wasn't a problem.
Electromagnetic radiation is what mobile phones emit. The question is it in harmful doses?
I've seen enough patients already with sickness from mobile phone use.
Adelaide health professionals like naturopath Dr. Jeffrey Bryant and Deborah Regari from the House of Healing say it's downright dangerous.
Many in the scientific field today are very concerned as well.
I had a woman came in here once with a 3-week-old baby in a pram with the mobile phone right next to this baby's head playing at music.
But now a tiny wafer-thin shield is being touted as a potential protector of our brain. And when we road tested it, the result was jaw-dropping. Wow. We'll return to that soon, but Tony Mark Seymour, the man who introduced it to Adelaide from the US, reckons he was initially sceptical.
Most of these devices don't work, and in fact, some of them can have a negative effect.
The EMF shield uses so-called quantum physics to assist the body to counterbalance these negative signals from phones. But do we really need to be shielded? Well, the only large study into a link between mobile phones and brain cancer was funded by the mobile phone companies.
But even that study hinted at a relationship between high usage of mobile phones, more than half an hour a day, and brain cancer.
Neurosurgeon Dr. Charlie Teo says his patient records turn up some chilling coincidences, like a man who used his company mobile constantly.
He died of brain cancer. All 4 partners in the company died of brain cancer. And then his wife rang us up 2 years after he died to say that the secretary, who was also on the mobile phone, died of brain cancer.
Telstra pointed us towards the World Health Organisation's ruling on the matter.
To date, no adverse health effects have been established as being caused by mobile phone use.
But delving deeper, WHO has classified radio frequency electromagnetic fields as emitted by mobile phones as possibly carcinogenic to humans based on an increased risk of glioma, a malignant type of brain cancer.
So I do know that if you're exposed enough to EMR, you will get brain cancer and you'll die from it.
Now the test. I spent 10 minutes with my mobile phone against my ear, had a thermal image snapped, and the result floored me and my crew. Not only hot, but white hot in the ears region. The EMF shield was then attached to the back of the phone, another 10 minutes on it. This time the image snapped was cool.
I would love to see more detailed investigation as to how it works, what it actually does to the radio signals, so that we can actually understand, the effect that you saw in the thermal imaging that you did.
Computer systems engineer Dr. Paul Gardner-Stephen from Flinders Uni says while it's possible to shield phones from radiation, he's not sure there's a risk.
In that regard, I would say that the jury, I think, is still out, at least from what I've read.
The more people that are exposed to this technology and these devices, the better.
All right. This was huge because we had no part of this test. And the results were jaw-dropping. It worked. They didn't understand how we did it, but just that we did it. It's technology. We are light years ahead. The EMF shield is the #1 EMF shield. It has never not worked. And you're going to hear it from our practitioners. And we're going to show you, our doctors understand, for years we only sold through doctors. They use heart rate variable test, EKGs, EEGs, thermography, muscle testing, you name it, they test it. We've never failed. So we're going to show you how you can do the benefits and how you can show somebody how the EMF, how your phone affects your body. Dr. Janine, we've worked with for about 10 years. She came to us at Life University when 3G was out. She was concerned, asked us if we had anything. We showed her the EMF shield. She did a muscle test. She did a muscle test on every single doctor in the room and fell in love with us and has sold our products forever. She's done more muscle tests, HRV tests than any doctor I know. She sold tens of thousands of EMF shields. All of our patients get it. And RJ, we're going to show you a real simple way how to do a muscle test. And let's play it real quick, Arj.
One more great test I'm going to show you that we do is just a straight arm muscle test. So what you're going to do is just hold your arm out straight. This is a good shoulder. Yep. Okay, good. I'm just going to press down, see how much force that takes. And then we're going to have you hold that dirty phone again. And we're going to repeat that. Oh, yeah. Noticeably weaker. And then we are going to do that again with that EMF shield. And hold. Oh, yeah. Now I'm going to see. You know, maybe I'm not pushing hard enough. You got pretty strong there.
All right. Now, here's the funny thing. It works. It works every time. We were just on a call with your stockist in Nebraska, Tony. He had a great meeting and we showed the EMF shield. I had him grab a person out of the audience and he did the muscle test. They were floored. All right. They're like, no way. Anyways, they did the muscle test. Then I said, okay, let's just try a balance test. So they got the guy Gilbert back up there. Come on, Gilbert, let's do a balance test. This is a balance test. Again, show it, Arj.
Another great test to do that's going to show the power of the EMF shield is just a simple balance test. So I'm going to say, put your feet together like this, legs straight, feet together, just to make sure we always have it the same each time. You're just going to cup your hand next to you, just like this. Perfect. I'm going to push down to see how much force it takes to kind of throw you off balance. So we're going to push and there we go. All right, timber. Now I go and get the phone and I'm going to have you hold that in your other hand. Put your feet together. Always make sure they're doing the same thing each time. Otherwise they'll say, oh, we did that different. And we're going to do that again. And it was noticeably easier to throw you off balance. Now we're going to place that EMF shield there on the phone. And let's see, feet together. All right, let's see. Oh, yes, you're so much stronger that time. So that's another demo.
That's the way RJ is supposed to be. All right. He's supposed to be strong. The EMF disrupts his body and you're sending signals throughout your body. So if the signal doesn't get to you where to balance, how to balance, you're not going to be 100%. You're going to be less than 100%. And that's what EMF is doing to you. Now, everybody doesn't have a heart rate variable machine, an EKG, and EEG, but everybody can do a muscle test and a balance test. Now, this is one of my favorite lines. Let's hear it from Dr. Janine. Let's go back to EMF just so we can explain it. When you do a muscle test, okay, first of all, I personally think you've probably done in excess of 10,000 muscle tests since I've known you. Something crazy, okay? Yeah. Is it ever, the EMF shield ever not worked?
Never, never, ever, 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 ever. It's never not worked. As a matter of fact, I keep this is one of my phones. I am part of the problem, so I like to be part of the solution as well. But I keep my EMF shield on the sticker inside the phone case so that I can pull it out. And, you know, if I ever don't have my tester that I keep with me, I can pull it out and use it as a tester. And I always encourage people when they get theirs, keep it on the paper in the case, and then you can demo it to your family and friends because it's so easy. It never fails. Never, ever, ever. Because again, even the people that don't perceive the negative effects of the frequencies, they're still being affected.
This is a great idea for everybody because if you leave it on the paper, it doesn't have to be applied to your phone and you put it inside the case, you can take yours out anytime and show somebody. It works and it works all the time. So you can enhance any product with electrical current and it works by the power supply is amplifying the good beneficial frequencies of the EMF shields. So we're manufactured under 3 US patents and it goes on cell phones, Wi-Fi's, computers, laptops. RJ, show the pictures real quick.
All right, before that, real quick, here we go.
Oh, it should be placed on all electrical devices. The power supply of any device amplifies the beneficial frequencies embedded in our EMF shield. Now, we did another test with the wand, and you have terahertz frequencies, beautiful thing. And I had somebody come up, and you can do this also, is turn with the wand, and your blue light's going to be in the wall. Just put your hand, put an EMF shield on your hand, turn again, you'll turn further. The terahertz frequencies are amplifying the beneficial frequencies of the EMF shield. Your body loves it. So your body's in harmony. And they did this also at Tony's meeting, and they're like, wow, it's instant. It's your body likes this. Okay. It's really simple. And power supplies, we've worked with doctors for years, and we're in like infrared saunas to offset the frequencies of the infrared. We're in, it goes, that's my laptop. My hands go on my laptop. That's where my hands sit, on my laptop. This is really important. Kids' tablets, kids live on tablets. All right. And they live on iPhones. Routers are important. You're getting broadcasted, any power supply. All right. A lot of people keep power supplies in their pocket. Just put an EMF shield on it. And
all right, now we're going to shift over to the Fountain of Youth.
All right. This is my Fountain of Youth, and I can't put it any other way. The Renew patch. The patch is incredible. It has beneficial frequencies like milk thistle, glutathione, turmeric, and probably some solfeggio frequencies that are designed to rejuvenate and restore and revitalize the body, and it works. We've been working on this. This is Rick's Fountain of Youth. This is incredible. Arj, who do we have? When we first came out with Renew, we have an advisory board of doctors like Dr. Janine, so I sent out the products. When she first got it, this is what she had to say about Renew.
Rick, as always, I kind of sound like a broken record, but I love Renew. I love all the products. Renew has been moved to the top of the list because I just had my 48th birthday. And, I'm trying to do everything I can to look good, feel good, age well. And so when I got this product and I read, what it was meant for, what it was designed for, I was like, ooh, I need some of that. So the first thing I did was I took this glass water bottle and I put, I don't know if you can see them, but I actually put the Renew right on my bottle so that I'm energizing my water with this. I put it on my face creams. I actually have them on right now. I'm wearing it right here. And basically what it's done for me is that it's just helping me to feel great. I feel great all the time. I don't have the aches and pains that people think are, a natural part of aging. As you can see, my fingernails are doing really, really well. My hair is growing, my skin. Let me just give you up close. I do have a few grays, but I'm doing what I can do to fight back. And I don't know how to say this politically correctly, but I am 48, and the girls are kind of perky and they're feeling good too. So I just have to say thank you again for another amazing product. This is definitely something that I'm going to continue to use and recommend, because one of the things that is powerful is that as we age, people don't realize that aging is a process of our bodies just being constantly bombarded with stress. We talk about the EMS, we talk about the stress, we talk about the toxins. And when we have the right energies, our body can deal with that and it can heal. And aging is just a sign that our body's not healing well and it's not coping well. So thank you for giving us this solution to that problem.
One of the neatest things is you're going to hear from pretty much everyone. Your nails grow, your hair grows, your facial hair grows, your skin feels better. And in the hierarchy of your body, it's your liver, your lungs, your heart, and your kidney is what your body, and that's what it focuses on. It doesn't the last thing it focuses on is the skin, the nails, and the hair. So it's really important that if you have a product like this, this is a game changer. It is my Fountain of Youth. I'm 62 years old. I'm a tennis pro. I compete with 24-year-old Colombian tennis pros all the time. And I get up the next day and do it again. And I couldn't do it. My knees, I am all original body parts. I use it on my knee, and I use the wand on top of my Renew, and it's incredible. So let's hear from Dr. Janine real quick. All right, now I have something really special. One of our very, very special products that you and I both love is called Renew. We released it about a year ago. And we love sending you products. You've been on our medical advisory board. Tell us what your thoughts are about Renew.
I don't know if everybody just saw how my face lit up when you said the word renew, but I'm like, yeah, that one. So Renew has been one of my favorite products from day one, because basically I'm trying to age well. I'm trying to look good and feel good for a really long time. But Renew is just really powerful for helping the body to regenerate, helping the body to heal. What we see is that when you're stressed and when you're in a chronic stress, your body goes into a survival mode. And when it doesn't have enough energy to perform little bitty things like growing hair and growing nails and growing healthy skin and growing gut cells, it's going to focus on just survival, and those things are going to suffer. And so what I've noticed with Renew is that it really gives the body so much energy. So you just look good, you feel good, you regenerate well, you recover better from injuries and illnesses. And I mean, people notice like their nails are growing, their hair is growing, and their skin is glowing. And people ask me all the time, like, what are you doing? Like, how are you so, so vibrant and your energy is so high? Well, I use this every single day, literally every day.
Awesome. I do too. I absolutely love my Renew, and, don't leave home without it. That's one of the products I use every day. There's another product that we have to talk about, and I know your mother loves it. So the Terahertz wand.
Oh my gosh.
Tell us a little bit about that, and tell us some of the uses. I use it over my knee on top of my Renew to drive the frequencies in. Tell us a little bit about it.
Well, briefly, I'll go back to the beginning. When I first heard about the wand, I didn't want to hear it. I'm like, I'm good. I got all the good stuff. I don't need anything else. I don't need any new tools. But then I started seeing stories, and I started seeing testimonials, and I started seeing people just having amazing results with everything from A to Z. We can't name any of that stuff, but anything that ails the body, when you give the body healing frequencies, like we know, that's what we're doing here with Nature's Frequencies. When you give the body healing frequencies, the body is like, oh, thank you, and it heals. And so I started seeing those things, and I'm like, wow, okay, let me get one of these things. So I got it, and it's been amazing. Now, I've always, I've used all of these different patches. I've used them with injuries. I've used them with, colds and sniffles and allergies, and for anti-aging and for just general protection. But when I got this Terahertz wand, and I've got mine right here, it's always close. One of the first things I did was start using it on my mom, because she was actually just in a car accident, and she has 8 ruptured discs in her back. Now, here's the thing. This is what's amazing. We started using patches. We started using the wand right away. She's been released from care 2 months in. She's doing phenomenally well. Healing has always been like extra super fast. One of the things that I do with it every day is wand my water. I love the Terahertz water. It's just something that even more so helps to hydrate your cells, helps to energize your body. Absolutely love that. So I've been extremely happy with it. Now, using it along with patches is also phenomenal, because it helps to drive those energies deeper. So it's just going to enhance something that's already great. You got 2 great things, you put them together, it's a miracle. I was telling you when we talked, this is my favorite water bottle. What I do with this is I have my Renew patches on the bottle. So of course it's glass, it has to be glass. I stick a couple Renews on the bottle, and then I energize the water with the wand, with the Renew. And so all of those healthy terahertz frequencies go into the water, and I get the frequencies from those Renew patches. I think that's one of my secrets. Honestly, I do. Absolutely.
I don't know.
This is exciting, so exciting for me. This is like a match made in heaven. So I'm super, super grateful that this is happening.
Well, thank you, Victor. It is a match made in heaven. I don't know if you can see my glass, but I have Renew all over my glass, and I wand the water in the glass, works great. We've worked with, again, doctors for years, and they've used cold fusion lasers, drive the frequencies of our patches into the body. Dr. Joe has been a doctor we've worked with forever, Dr. Joe Goth, and he has in his office, he's been using lasers, and his partner, Dr. Al, has done it. And he uses the patches and has been using lasers to drive it. He now uses the iTeracare wand because it's just technology. It's getting better. You're using terahertz to drive the frequencies in. So that's huge. And Tim Coleman is a quantum energy practitioner in California. He is incredibly busy. He has the toughest trauma patients. He's incredibly smart, and he has a computer that can test everything. So I sent it to Tim and I said, Tim, tell us what your computer says. So I had him test our products.
And we're going to jump over to Renew. About a year ago, we released it and we sent it to you, and you are extremely healthy like myself. And tell us what you wear every day and why.
Yeah, it's all right there. Yeah, I love Renew. That's the one product that is applicable to me. I use it every day. What I first started noticing though is my fingernails started growing really fast. Fingernails, toenails. For me, it just makes me more durable. So I can repair and recuperate very fast. And you know, I know that kind of reminds me of like the hierarchy. You know, I explain to people that, you know, your body has a hierarchy and it's all about survival and keeping the organs going. And so that's what I noticed with Renew. It's like, I'll tell people, you can tell when somebody is aging too fast or they're starting to deteriorate based on what their body's doing. And when your body when you start getting wrinkled, your hair starts falling out, you start getting weak nails, that's a sign that you're aging too fast. And so when you start seeing things like your nails growing, that's proof actually that your body is now getting enough energy. It's taking care of the organs and it has extra energy now to repair, rebuild, build nails, build skin.
Awesome. Well, all right. Now let's jump to the iTeracare wand, which you've had the pleasure to enjoy.
Yeah.
Now, Tim's got the coolest computer that can actually tell what happens and what works. Tim, tell us a little bit about your computer. And we had Tim test, you can use the wand. Well, Tim, you tell us what you did and what the results were. That's better.
Yeah, I got great results with the wand. I can do lots of things with my computer, but to keep things simple, I can look at whatever's going on in the body. I can look at any part of the body. It'll tell me where the body is stressed, what is a priority to the body, and I can tailor the filtering system. So that's what I did yesterday. Just curious, I hadn't done it on myself. And so I took my earthing card out, took all my patches off, and I hooked myself up. Actually, I had it right here. I hooked myself up to my computer to see what was going on and where the stress was. And I generally will look at like 10 line items. And the first 10 line items, 8 out of 10 were stress, meaning there were a lot of issues in my body that were considered a stress. So then after that, I put my patches on, do the wand over the patches, my body. I did a 15-minute, just a quick 15-minute treatment, nothing big. And that went from my line items, then went to 3 out of 10. So basically, you're talking from like an 80% down to a 30% stress. That's huge. And that was just a real quick study that I did, but it was really cool.
I love always hearing from you. And I for years, you've also used lasers and lasered through our patches. And now, and a lot of our practitioners have done that for years. And we always tell people, you got to make sure you wear the goggles because the laser shoots everywhere.
Yeah.
But I use it on my knee. I have Renew on my knee and I use the wand over my knee and I love it. And,
it's like energetics on steroids without the negative effects.
We love hearing that. One last thing, your company is called Synergy Health. And how synergistic is the wand in our products?
It's ideal. It's ideal. I use it every day, and the two together, it's a beautiful match. Really is.
Renew and the wand and the iTeracare wand is fabulous. And again, I use it on my knee. This is real. One quick last video. Nadia from the US sent this to us and we love it. Let's hear it real quick, Arch.
Hey, so I definitely love the Renew patches. I actually have, let me take this off. I had it on. A limited range of motion. You can see. When I put it on, it increases. And then when I wand it, it increases more. So it's a really nice combo. Thanks.
All right. Well, thank you, everybody. And thank you, Victor. It's a pleasure. And we hope you enjoyed, and we hope you'll enjoy our products forever. The EMF Shield and Renew are fabulous. So please enjoy them. Thank you, Victor. Do we have Victor?
Right.
Yes, I'm here.
There we go.
There we
Wow.
go.
Thank you, Victor.
I mean, I am very, very excited on this collaboration together with you guys, Rick and RJ, right? Okay. And I think we have some questions, right? Maybe we want to spend some time on the questions before I move on to the next part. There's one question from Eva asking, can you explain why heating up with EMF is bad when we heat up the body with the terahertz from the iTeraCat?
All right. This is a different type of heat. Our heat is coagulation of the blood. So, and one of my doctors, we've also been blood tested with live microscopy, and the blood coagulates. When blood coagulates, that's causing the heat. So your blood, if you think about it strung up, it's called rule. Your blood gets all coagulated. Your capillaries are tiny. It's made for a single cell to go through. It can't go through when it gets coagulated. That's what the EMF is doing. Okay. So this is a different type of heat. Okay. The terahertz is got the heat that it's driving in the body, but it's not coagulating the blood. All right. So this is from the EMF coagulates the blood in. That's why your ear gets hot. And sometimes people keep their phone in their pocket. The pocket gets hot because the EMF is affecting the area right there. And that heat is made from blood being sent and can't go through the capillaries. Does that make sense, Victor?
Yep. Okay. Second question, how do we do a muscle test alone?
You need a person. You have to show somebody. You need somebody, like take RJ, grab the person's phone. You need a human. If it's just yourself, you have to show it to somebody. I always use their phone. And I love Dr. Janine said, just put it, if you keep it separate in your case, you need to show somebody and you have to do it on them. RJ and I used to do doctor trade shows for years. We've done tens of thousands of muscle tests. It's fun because people are like, no way. So, you need a human. You can't do it alone. You need to show somebody.
Maybe I can share this, right? Okay, I have some EMF patches on my phone, right? Okay, and if I stretch out, I understand, Soren, right? I understand what you're meaning. Now, if I take up my hand like this and sit still without moving anything and turn my shoulder, okay, right? You test before and after, and then you hold the EMF patches in your hand and then you turn again, you can see the range is a lot more.
Yes.
Right.
There you go. You can also do the same range of motion is put two hands together, twist, put your phone without the EMF shield, twist, put it with it, you're going to twist further. That's another range of motion test like that, a lot like that. And you can do that yourself.
Yeah. Ooh, we got another good question from Wilma. What's the difference between other EMF shields and ours?
All right. Number one, we've been out for 10 years. We've been tested by doctors. We've been tested in Australia. We've been tested in labs. Ours works. It's never failed. We are the originators. Like we have
6 US patents behind it.
We have 6 US patents. Some of these people, somebody made an EMF something device. They've been in the market for like 6 months and they became wizards because they know what they're doing. Sure they do. All right. And they have a patent pending. Sure. Great. I can get a patent pending in about 8 minutes. All right. Doesn't mean you're going to get one. All right. It takes a long time to get a patent. So there's a lot of differences. And again, we're probably the only device for the first 6 or 7 years. We were only sold through doctors. That's it. And satisfying doctors is tough. All right. I can't put it any other way. So there's, the best way to put it is one of our doctors just ordered a boatload of EMF shields. He has every device known to man in his office. He's a tech guru. He goes, Rick, your device, your EMF shield is a 10. The closest I can get is a 7 on any EKG, EEG, HRV, any test I run. The closest I've been able to get is a 7. All right. That's the difference. Our doctors tell us all the time, we've never been beaten. And our doctors test, if they come out with new devices, they like to test us. So that's the difference.
Right. Okay, next question. How many EMF shields do I need for a PC or notebook?
I got to tell you, I live on my PC, and this is my laptop, another one of my laptops. I keep 2 on each side where my hands sit. You can put 1 under each hand, wherever your palms sit. Like, I like them. I like 2, I use 4, but 2 is fine. But if you look at your laptop, where do your palms sit? That's where you want it, where you're connecting the palms, the palm of your hand right here. You really want 1 on each palm. That's really the most important place.
All right.
Somebody wrote, I have 1 on each wrist. Why? You see the blood flow? If you look at your wrist, you're going to see a lot of veins and arteries. The blood flow is huge. And if you also saw the video with Nadia, it went on her clothes. You don't have to have the patch on your body. It hits your energy field. It works. Okay. But this is probably one of the best places. Everybody uses K27. All right. That's your meridian line right here. That's what the 2 doctors are showing. I personally like it here. It's like instant on to me. And I have it on my knee, and it affects my whole body. Like I love it. How long?
I think the question is how long can do they need? I mean, how long does it take? I mean, how long does it last before they need a change?
Usually, it depends on where it is on your body. Here's the tricks. Number 1, on Renew, if you have an area that you're going to put it on, try to shave the area without hair. It's going to last longer without hair. Don't put it on top of creams and oils. If you do that, you can get 2 to 3 days. I have them. I don't know if you can see my knee. Anyways, my knee is a tough body part. It usually lasts on my knee about 2 days. But I'm also a pickleball pro, so I play tennis and pickleball like all day long, and it lasts to me usually 1 or 2 days. I've had people tell me it lasts 3 and 4 days. It all depends how active they are and where they put it. Renew, if you have a body part with issues that you're wanting, you really want to put Renew on it, it works phenomenal together because you're driving the beneficial frequencies. You're mixing terahertz with the Renew frequencies. It's a 10. And our doctors love it.
What about the EMF patches, Rick?
EMF patches, it'll last until you lose the phone. Okay. They last a very long time. All right. And EMF patches last a very, very long time, more than a year.
Yeah,
Okay?
the hologram's got to remain intact. That's it.
Yeah. So if you put it under the cover,
it's going to last.
It's going to last until you lose the phone. Real world. Like you don't need to replace them. It works. We've had doctors test, but we are like the 1 year people. We tell people a year because we obviously like them to replace them, but we've had doctors test it and tell us, Rick, works fine. So that's the real world answer.
All right. And these 2 products are exclusively available with Thrive only, right? Rick and RJ?
Yes, you guys have it. It's an incredible product. And I got to tell you, the combination with Renew and your wand is great.
All right. Okay. I think there are a couple more.
One of the questions, what is it that makes it last longer or shorter? We program all of our products with big computers with sound, light, numeric frequencies, and we program every product for a minimum of 24 hours. Nobody
in the world
programs
does
like this. Nobody in the world. And we know pretty much everybody what's going on. There's nobody that programs like that. Our products last longer than everything out there, and we know that. And again, our doctors tell us this. So what we do is unique. Our program is a long-running program, and not all holograms are created equal. I can tell you that. So we actually know what we're doing. We've been doing it for 10 years, and we're really good at it. We're good manufacturers.
All right. Okay, cool. Now let's do the important stuff, which is the availability and also pricing, right? I think this is what a lot of people are waiting to hear. And these two products will be okay. Before we move on to the availability, any other things you want to add on, Rick and RJ?
I think you got everything. I just want people to know it's fun doing a muscle test, a balance test, and it works. And I did this with your stockist I had a whole group of people in Nebraska. He had a whole room full, and we did this live. Tony was doing it, and it floored everybody in the room. It works. And again, you heard it from Dr. Janine. It's never not worked. Our products work. So it's kind of a comfort that you have, as long as the phone's turned on, it's going to work.